Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we're going to look at a newer brand to the cosmetics world. The founders are not new to the cosmetics world, but the brand is. So the former founders of Too Faced have started a new brand. They sold off their brand Too Faced to Estee Lauder, I believe, in 2016. They stayed on as, key developers or creative directors for, up until I believe last year. And now they've come out with Polite Society. And I believe they're exclusive to Ulta. And they've released not a lot of products, but they've been releasing a lot more lately. And one of those newer products they released as of late is their foundation. So I went ahead and I picked it up. I did start by testing out a couple of their other products that I've actually used in other videos, but for the purpose of testing out the foundation today, I thought we would revisit using those those products. And I also picked up another product that I'm loving that is a new shade in one of the products that I've been using. So the foundation is going to be the star of the show. The name of it is More Than a Pretty Face Skin Caring Foundation. I got the shade Very Light Neutral, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the shades in a minute here, but I want to give you a little background on this product. So it says on the Ulta website, Polite Society More Than a Pretty Face Skin Caring Foundation is a skin care meets makeup hybrid that promotes healthy skin and delivers long wear medium to full coverage. I believe this foundation, I think I've heard it's gone viral, so I don't know about that, but that's what I've heard. The benefits are long wearing, natural, luminous, soft filter finish, buildable medium to full coverage, immediate hydration, instantly covers and conceals your unique skin concerns, skincare meets makeup hybrid, complexion perfecting on all skin types, comfortable, weightless wear, easily blends into skin, transfer resistant, oxidation proof, clean formula, cruelty free, PETA approved, vegan, non-toxic, dermatologist tested, safe for sensitive skin, non-comedogenic, fragrance free, Forest Stewardship Council certified, and post-consumer recycled packaging materials. Key ingredients: 91% natural origin ingredients, vegan, hyaluronic acid aids in plumping, kindness, niacinamide aids in minimizing pores, honesty, willow bark aids in brightening. It doesn't have parabens, mineral oils, D5, cruelty, alcohol, except cocktails, fragrance, PEG, trolls, nanoparticles, paraffins, bigotry, gluten, and silicone. So you can see that they have a sense of humor here. They want it to be a very lighthearted kind of feel to the brand, and it's also clean beauty. So I really like the Too Faced foundation a lot. And of course, I really like the Too Faced brand. So I'm pretty confident that the products that I've tried so far from this brand, I'm not surprised that I really like. So I'm super hopeful that I'm going to like the foundation. That's going to be helpful, and that I got the right shade. This is what the back of the box looks like. It lists everything, everything that I read off to you, and everybody is going crazy for the egg shape bottle, which I also think is cute. It's frosted. It's got some weight to it, so it feels luxe. It reminds me of those pantyhose from back in the days. Remember Le Eggs? That when I first saw this bottle, that's what it reminded me of. So I just probably dated myself, but they were awful pantyhose when you had to wear those. But that's what it reminded me of. But everybody is just really loving this, and I think it's really different, and I like it too. So let's go ahead and pop the cap off and get into reviewing this. So here's what it looks like. It's got a pump, and I'm going to go ahead and you could hear how liquidy it is. I heard it's very liquidy. That's how the shade is looking. I think this is going to be good for me. I prepped my skin already, and I did already do my eyes because I don't want the video to be too long. So let's go ahead and pump a little bit out. That's how that shade is looking. So you can see that it pulls very warm, this foundation, because this is neutral, and that does not look very neutral to me. So there's the, and also this is a good time to try this foundation because my skin is kind of acting up a little bit today. It's having a moment, so it's a good time to you know, give it a try and see. I heard that it is a light to medium coverage. I think that's what it said in the description. But it's buildable, and some people said that they were able to build it up to a pretty full coverage. So with my hyperpigmentation, I prefer a more full coverage, but it's very light. You can see how you see that texture is very lightweight. So let's go ahead and put some more. Let's layer some more on, and I'm going to put some down my neck and then on some of my trouble spots there. I'm using an It Cosmetics foundation brush. So let's start with the shade. I think the shade is okay. I'm wondering if I maybe should have stuck with the light neutral. This does seem to be a little bit light, but I don't know, the light neutral just looked so, it looked dark, you know, it's really weird. It's kind of like, it goes like from this shade and then it goes to this like much deeper shade. That's what it seems like to me. So I'm just going to caution you that the shades for me, this was one of the harder foundations for me to match myself to. And I still don't really know if I nailed it, so we'll see. I'm just gonna spot touch up like my little trouble spots here where I have my hyperpigmentation. And you can see when I did that, it does build up in those spots. And the sales girl said to me, if you're concerned about coverage, you can always just, you know, add a little bit more to those spots and then just stipple it. And she said, like, that way you can, you know, get that extra coverage that you're looking for. So that's what I did here. What do you think? What do you think of the coverage? I really want to know what your opinion is about the shade. Should I have stuck with the light neutral? Does it look too yellow? I'm just not sure I'm really getting the undertone here. All right, let's move on. I will say that this is a very, very light like almost weightless. I mean, I can hardly feel this on my skin. It feels like I have nothing on my skin. So that's really positive. It's not sitting on top of my skin. It doesn't really feel sticky. It feels nice. It feels like skincare, actually. So that's good. Okay. So let's move on. Let's do some of the other face products here. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my Westman Atelier. I'm just going to do some contouring. And sometimes you really get to see how a foundation looks when you get all the other products on. I think that's when you can really get a better sense of the shade. So there's the contour. For bronzer, I'm going to reach into my Sydney Grace, which I love. And I'm going to use my Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going to dip in to this Sydney Grace, and I'm just going to warm this up a little bit. You know, I said this in my other video when I reviewed the Laura Mercier foundation, that if you do get a foundation that you think is a little, like a tad too light, you always have the option to warm it up with color. So if it's too dark, it could be, you know, I don't know if you could really work with that, but if you have a foundation that you think is a little light, you can always save it with bronzers and blush and other products. On my eyes, I'm wearing the Mel Thompson. This was her version of the retro palette with Sydney Grace. So I just used some of the other taupes and grays that are in this. I did I have a dedicated video to this palette, this set of eyeshadows. If you wanted to go back and see that, it's in my, I think I have a playlist for all my eyeshadow palettes, and I believe it's saved in there if you want to go back and look at that. For blush, I'm gonna go back into the Sydney Grace. Now, Too Faced does have a really pretty blush palette. And I was looking at it when I was in Ulta, and I swatched it, and the quality seems really nice. So it's not a quality thing. And I really liked what they did. They did like a matte and like a sheen version of the shade. And then they had like a more neutral shade, and then they had like a highlighter shade in there. It was like 4 of them. But I don't like orangey or like coral, those kind of cheek shades that pull, you know, in those colors on me. I look better in like pinks. And so I'm hoping that they come out with more shades, like more colorways, because I think the palette itself is very pretty. And I really like it, but I just didn't want to buy something that I'm not really gonna like maybe get any use out of, although it looked very pretty. I'm hoping they're gonna come out with more colorways. The Ulta gal did tell me that they're expecting to expand their space in the aisle. And so she said that she would expect that they would actually bring out more colorways in that cheek palette. So if they do, I'll probably pick it up if they put one out that I think would really, you know, look good on me, you know. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Sydney Grace here. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of this highlighter, And I'm just going to put that just a little bit above my cheeks here, just so we can get like a full face. Showing you my lips. So you can see that my lips have gotten like more full. I just love the lip plumper. Okay, and now, so for my eyes, I do have their mascara, which I love also. Let me see if they have any information about the mascara online that I can give to you. They're actually sold out of a few shades already on the foundation. So the palette that I'm talking about is the Go Flush Yourself Blush and Glow Face Palette. I'm hoping they come out with more colorways of that. The Greatest Lashes of All Time. Volumizing, Lengthening, Lifting, and Curling Mascara. Retails for $27. Says 100% saw instantly longer lashes, 97% saw instant volume, 97% saw base to tip curl, 100% saw more defined lashes, 1,000% more confidence, volumizing, lengthening, lifting, 12-hour curling, long wearing, no clumping, clean, buildable formula, cruelty-free, PETA approved, vegan, safe for sensitive eyes. It says that their patent pending 360-degree tapered starburst brush with our exclusive crown tip adapts to all eye shapes and lash types with technology inspired by hook and loop to grab, coat, and lift each and every lash, while our crown tip coats hard to reach inner and lower lashes. Has vitamin B5 that aids in reviving lashes. So yeah, this, I really like the mascara also. It has this really pretty like periwinkle shade, and it's almost like glass, so it's got a nice weight to it. It feels luxe, so it feels really nice. And I'll show you what the brush looks like. So there's the brush. And so I'm just going to start by going to the base and then wiggling it up. I'll do one eye and then I'll show you what it looks like next to the eye without mascara, so you can get a sense. It feels like it's grabbing each of the hairs, which is really nice. So that's how we're looking. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and then I'll be back. I really like this mascara a lot. In my last video, if you saw it, I actually tried on viral or new makeup. One of them was the Fenty concealer, and in that video I tried on the 240N, and I said that I was probably going to go back and get the 225N, which I have now done. And when I went in and I compared the two shades, because my concern was that the 240N was a little too peachy and a little darker than I like my my concealers to be. And so I thought this one would be a better match for me. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try, because I think this was probably going to work better. The Fenty 225N. Okay, so the last thing, just showing you the plumper, that I'm already starting to get down on this one. They released 3 colorways now in the Big Mouth. And so the shade that I got is, I think it's Sweet Talker. Yeah, Sweet Talker. They came out with 3 shades. There's this one, there's more of like a hot pink, and then there's one that's more in the red side. And so this one I thought was a nice shade, and I'll give you a swatch. I've not tried it. I just picked this up last night when I went to go pick up the foundation. So there's the shade right there. And I put that next to a Huda Beauty liner. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Okay, and let's go ahead and try this shade. Let me show you what so there's the doe foot or the applicator. Oh, perfect. So it goes on a little bit lighter. And right away, I'm feeling the tingling. I could feel my lips plumping. And I think this Huda shade goes really well with it. Hopefully they come out with their own lip liners too. This one is the lip contour. It looks like the name of the shade is MUSE for the Huda. And this is the Sweet Talker in Polite Society. So I really like this shade a lot. This is really pretty. So one other thing that I want to try, first I want to show, get close and show you what the foundation is looking like. Again, I'd love to know, now that I have, some bronzer on, highlight, blush, contour, what do you think of the shade? Should I go a little bit darker, or does this look okay? I'd love to know your opinion. I'm going to go in with the Huda Banana Bread Powder. And I'm just going to try to set it a little bit. Let's see what it looks like if I set it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these, beauty blender. There's the banana bread. I'm just going to tap a little bit, and I'm just going to press it right in where I would normally set it. I like that. I really like the Huda powder. I think that looks nice. It took down some of that shine, and I think it looks really good. I liked it with the shine too, like with the glow. But I just wanted to show you, if that's too much glow for you, what it looks like if you like to set your makeup. And a lot of people seem to love the Huda Beauty. That's what the banana bread looks like on top of it. Okay, well, let's take this off and fix the dew here. And let me know what you think. sound off below and let me know what you think of the shade. I will pin a comment, let you know how long it lasted. It is around 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, and I won't take this off till probably 11 o'clock tonight, and I'll let you know how it wore. But that's the end of the video, my friends, and that is the Polite Society Foundation review, along with a few of these other products. Yeah, let us know if you're going to pick it up. If you have picked it up, what do you think of this brand so far? Sound off in the comments. We'd love to know what you're thinking. If you're not already following me, please hit that subscribe button and join our little makeup family. And follow me over on Instagram. We'd love to have you over there as well. And that's the end of the video, my friends. I'd like to thank you for giving me your time and stopping by and watching this video today. And I'll see you soon.